Morning. October 5th, Crypto Market Summary, where we're keeping a finger on the pulse of crypto, NFT, and shitcoin markets by looking at the macro environment. Just a quick little piece of news here. Hyperinflation, billionaire Stan Druckenmiller discusses cryptocurrency having a big role in the renaissance. People aren't going to trust central banks. Is is cryptocurrency going to have a big role in the renaissance because people aren't going to trust the central banks anymore? The Fed was wrong, made a big mistake. Kind of curious. We're kind of in a little bit of a mess. We have inflation still running rampant. Do we know if it's peaked or not? We don't know. However, some central banks have been forced to start buying some bonds or gilts, like the Bank of England. Now, is this kind of pre hyperinflation? We don't really know, right? Because we're not inflation still hasn't peaked, so and they're already starting into some quantitative easing. I think for the USA, lots going to depend on the Friday payroll numbers. So the payroll non-farm numbers, they're expecting to have $250,000 or 250,000. If that comes in, if that comes in lower, it's going to say that the Fed's going to have less room to be more hawkish and raise rates, which is going to cause inflation to kind of increase. We had a little bit of an indicator there yesterday. It was the JOLT, the job openings and labor turnover. So on the job openings, they were forecasting 10.7 million job openings, and they had 10.05 job openings. So that means the labor market, it's an indicator that the labor market might be softening a little bit. So the higher interest rates go, the less companies are going to want to hire, the less liquidity they're going to have, they're going to be able to take on less debt. So one we'll see. We do have some crude oil inventories coming up today. We'll take a look at that. There's a lot of stuff going on with OPEC and stuff in there right now. They're talking about a 2 million barrel a day decrease. So could see some spikes in oil price. But, we'll stay tuned for that. We'll be checking that here. We'll be looking at that and recording it in our crypto market tracking, taking a look in just a moment. So stay tuned. But we're gonna jump into it here. Let's get through the standard information. Let's take a look at what's going on. We got Ethereum 1334.7. Red mic kind of confirmed. Not too crazy. Looks super red over here. Well, you can't even see it 'cause it's covered. But if I were to do let's do this. Yeah, Sand was an interesting one. I thought it was pumping a little bit because there were some announcements there, but BNB 292, Bitcoin 20,051, so that's up a little bit. Solana 33.58, so that's kind of just staying there. Matic kind of bleeding out a little bit after their big run up. Actually, it's the exact same, so good for them. Yep. And then, so crypto market cap, what am I looking at here? Looks like probably, I'm going to go 1 trillion. God, they're almost there. You can't break it. 994 billion dollars in crypto market cap. What's our marketplaces doing? This one, I don't care. So Solana, let's see what's going on. Solana in the last 24 hours. So 88,248 times Sol. So they're dipping under 3 million, just barely. So they're under the 10-day moving average for volume. What do we got for the rest of the marketplaces? Taking off wash trading. OpenSea still crushing it. Let's see here. Looks rare. Looks rare's back up, yeah. Sometimes I wonder what's happening there. I don't know. Why is the looks rare volume just pumping? Because they've been well over the 10-day moving average for a little bit, and X2Y2 has not. Interesting. Okay, well, that's pretty low. It's very low. I don't know why, but if you have X2Y2, it's $10 million with wash trading, though. So, I don't know. I don't really like that wash trading. It's crazy, how much that is. So, it's suspected wash trading. So, whatever that means. I don't know why this looks rare is here. So, That's good. Oil prices, those are pumping 86.7. Those are on the rise up. That's going to be this OPEC stuff. We're going to have a lot of information coming out with this, with crude oil inventories in the US today. Western Canadian Select 65. What do we got here? 162 for European gas prices. Those are trending upwards. Uh, don't like to see that if you're what's bonds yield rate? 10-year bond yield rate. That's a big jump. Um what does that mean? So what is that? That's a 200-day moving average, of course. Okay. So the Dixie went back up as it should. Following the increase in bond rates. S&P 7 had a big couple days. Big couple days. That's what do we hear? 4.13. This is the two-year US bond yield rates. What do we got going on in that in ENS here? So ENS, let's see. Oh, 1.6, 10K. I was like, oh my God. I would almost, it's time to buy if I would have seen that. Let's throw that into the ENS gripper and ripper. Click here, and it just formats it all automatically for me, so I don't have to sit there and go through it. So 2.5 looks like it's probably coming down. Let's see what's happening here. Sort by floor. Autoglyphs back up there. So what's going on here? Floor price. So NFT floor prices. I'm gonna put 1.6 here just so I can see the sandbox is over there. It's on the very end. Bored Apes back under 80. CryptoPunks 66. So these are creeping up a little bit, closing that gap. So 13 ETH off the Bored Apes. Mutants 15.6 had a nice little up. Other sides 1.71. That's coming back up. Clone X had a little bit up. 10 Moonbirds. Doodles down a little. Pretty flat. Some of these are like bang on, like the exact same. Oh yeah, Cyberkong VX is still hanging around. Rug Jennies, they are the same as Anonymous now. Wrecked Guy 0.32, is that their new bottom? Might be. Ether Orcs, big pump. They keep pumping shit up. Interesting to see what's gonna go on there. Cyberkong babies, so 2.49. Those are doing their thing. Yeah. ENS kind of hovering around that 2.5, the 10K club. Some of these other ones, yeah, that's fine, pumping up. What's consortium key? Sometimes I don't even want to see this stuff, man. Oh, I wish I bought one. That's pretty thin floor to like 4 ETH. That's the thing with this 285, right? Unique owners don't. Yeah, with small collections, it's pretty easy. Well, it's not pretty easy. It's just easier, I would say, to get that floor price up to what we've seen there. Like within a month, it's more than doubled. Good for them. Sad I missed it. I was looking at it. Didn't pull the trigger because I haven't bought an NFT in a while. 0.2 ETH, so Bitcoins, they're still doing their thing. Yeah. So what's going on in BNB? So BNB is 2.4 million. 2.47529. So that's where we're looking at right now. There we have it. You're looking at what we have, and have a good day.